So I know it's my ambition to. I love languages, so I want to speak. It's my goal in life to speak 7 fluently. I speak like pretty much. I can pass as speaking fluently Cantonese and Portuguese, but the others no. I speak good French, moderate German, but French is pretty good.
As I heard you speak in Lithuanian.
I'm trying to, yeah. But I learned all the crew are teaching me mostly bad words. So, but like Rodus leatus scopus today, yeah. Rodus leatus scopus, is that right? Rodus leatus scopus. It looks like rain. No? From Winnie the Pooh, no? So that's one of my more polite phrases. Yeah. Labas diena, labas vakaras, labas rytas. They taught me the longest word in Lithuanian. Where is it? It's oh yeah. Ajo pirmiške bepasikiške kopus te laudamies. Era sutiko bembi. Yeah, that's stupid, huh? Yeah, so.
You learned a lot of.
And I nederaskika Q, and because my eyes are scratched like a mess, so I just nederaskika. Every time they call me to set and I'm a bit late, I said nederaskika Q. Come on, give me a break.
Do you like Lithuania?
Oh, I love it.
Didn't get bored here?
No. That's gonna be very sad to leave, actually, you know. But everyone's so friendly and nice, and I haven't met one person who's not nice. So. But yeah, and it's great watching all you guys get caught up in the Olympics with your swimmer, and because the only athlete I'd heard of before was Richard Berankis, because I love tennis. So I know him. But yeah, so not know him personally, I know who he is. He used to be the #1 junior in the world. So now he's trying to make it as a senior player. So yeah, but and like right here we've the beautiful park, Vingas Park is, you know.
I heard you are running.
Yeah, I run a lot and cycle. One of the producers lent me a bike, so I cycle a lot there. And one time I was running through there, and there's a gym in the middle of a park. These guys have made weights out of tree trunks and barbells. It's like crazy. And then you run down a path and you end up at this beautiful lake. It's gorgeous.
What you were expecting when you were traveling to UK?
Well, I got in shock because when Jamonas interviewed me, I said I was expecting someone like Romanian. I said, I hope I don't want to offend all Romanians in the world, but no, I was just expecting a much more harsh place. And I guess I lived for 10 years in London, and a lot of English people come here for their bachelor parties and stag nights and things. So I was expecting more of a party town. I wasn't expecting such a classical town with, because very similar to places like Prague and I imagine Budapest, you know.
When you read the script, doesn't it bother that you were naked?
Of course it bothered them. It's like, I think I read it and I loved the script totally, and I thought, shit, I'm gonna, from page 42 till the end, 110, it's like, because normally one page equals 1 minute of film time. So I thought for 60 minutes of the film, I'm going to be pretty much naked with my radiator. And actually, have you seen I have a Facebook page called Radi Atto. Have you seen this? Especially on a cold day here, it's like, you girls, nothing changes your anatomy if it's warm or cold, but for us, I don't want to be immortalized on screen if it's a cold day. So, but yeah, I knew they'd look after me, they'd film it tastefully, and so I trusted them, and being right with my trust, you know.
The reaction of people, because not everybody was who knows that you are. Lithuanian people who are walking in the streets and are running.
Yeah, exactly. I think the strangest time was when we were on the bus, and so we're filming. I was just naked with my radius on the bus, and then the people actually, because our bus wasn't in service, it was just for the film, and people were flagging down our bus, and then for a joke I'd get off the bus and they go, oh, it's like, oh my god, what's happening? So, yeah, it's not something you come across every day on the streets of Lithuania, I guess.
Did you know some facts about Lithuania, about the Baltic countries, or just came to this country like thinking that it's Romania?
No, please, no more references to Romania. Yeah, no, I didn't. I had when I was at school in Hong Kong, a friend was from Estonia, so I knew, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, but I knew very little about the cultures of each country and what each country was about, and that you guys and Latvia kind of associate more. You guys are more like close relationships than, say, Estonia. Estonia is more like Finland, apparently. So I didn't know anything about those sort of things before coming here. But I want to be like a sponge, you know, try to get as much about this culture as I can. And I used to work at Heathrow Airport when I was trying to make it as an actor. So I'd work at Heathrow Airport on the weekends, and I'd be next to the passport control, and so everyone would come through the passports, and everyone would complain about this job. And I thought, oh, what a great job! You can speak to all these people from different nationalities, and that's where, like, someone from Finland, I'd say a Finnish passport, and they said, hey, how do you say hello in your language? And they say, hey. I say, oh, thanks, man. So the next Finnish person that comes in and say, hey. They say, oh, hey. And I say, hey, how do you say thank you in your language? And say, kiitos. I say, okay, kiitos. And so they'd go, and then the next Finnish person said, hey, kiitos. And I was like, wow. And so it was a good way to learn a lot of different cultures that way. But there's only so much you can pick up, you know. Because I was studying 3 languages, then I studied 5 languages all in the 1 year, and it's like, now I think just concentrate on one, and, you know, because I thought maybe learn Lithuanian and Russian, but maybe just stick to Lithuanian.
So you would like to learn Lithuanian?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. It was my goal to leave here fluent, but if I can't leave fluent, maybe at least I can speak pretty good.
And where?
Get my pronunciation right.
Speak Lithuanian.
Where? I don't know, when I come back here, when I come back for trips. Oh, Vitas, you know Vitas, who's yeah. So he's coming to Los Angeles to do a concert. So I love this guy, you know. So you know, he'll come, and I'm sure I'll probably go to his concert there. He's doing a concert in Palanga, so on the 21st of September. So I'm going to go with him. If I'm not filming, I'm going to go with him to Palanga. And he says, but you won't understand anything that I'm saying. I said, it doesn't matter. You're funny. I can't understand anything you're saying here. You're funny. So I'll just come. He says, okay, I'll put in something especially in English just for you.
So is this radiator very heavy, or
yeah.
is good up for?
Of course. What do you think? I think this is easy. It's not as heavy as it's like a cross between. It's not quite as heavy as a normal radiator, but they gave me the feel of a real radiator. So, oh my God, it's incredibly heavy. Have I met a radiator before? Have I what? Seen a radiator before? Like these ones? Yeah, because I lived in London for 10 years, so they have the same sort of radiators as you guys. But in America, they don't have. And Australia, of course, we don't have these things.
What was the most impressionable thing what you saw in Lithuania?
Most impressionable thing? I don't know, just the beauty. I think the thing that struck me initially was the beauty of the place and how clean it is here. You don't see any litter, but now, since I've seen a lot of cigarette butts, you guys smoke like crazy. Like Rūkymas judas, rūkymas kenkia su potencija, rūkymas kenkia spermatozoides. So it's like, you guys, like everyone, it's like rare. Wow, he doesn't smoke. Wow, how come you don't smoke? You know. And so, but my hometown in Australia is a city called Perth, which is very green and very clean, and so it reminds me of a lot of there. And you know, you can go out here and it's very quiet, and you can, you know, it's like living in a city without the hassle of Los Angeles or New York, you know. And like my hometown, you go to the park here. You go to a park here and you just relax, it's relaxing. You go to a park in Los Angeles or New York, it's still not quite the same, you know, and breathing the fresh air and the lakes, and it's just great. So hopefully I'll never get spoiled.
What's your plans when you're Lithuania? Where are you going to?
Yeah, at the moment we've got 2 more job offers. So I have there's a film in Ukraine, and also a film in London, playing in London and Ireland, playing a Nazi officer. So that'd be quite useful because I'd have to have this blonde hair would come in useful for that. Yeah, I do. It's kind of cool. It's like I've always wanted to kind of bleach my hair, but I thought, yeah, you know, it's a gutsy move. You know, it's a bold move to do it. But then I have to do it for the job. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Then we'll start production on my films. We're doing a film in Hong Kong, a 3rd film, or maybe a film with Shirley MacLaine. You know Shirley MacLaine? So we're looking at this beautiful story about a homeless guy and an 80-year-old woman, and the crazy relationship between the two, you know. So, and I'd be playing the homeless guy. So that'd be another great stretch for me.